always sneaking off to the drag races. The vivid memory of being 5 was this little thing came and moved into the apartment with us, and she smelled kind of funny, and she made a lot of noise, and I noticed that I didn't get quite the attention that I desired. So my sister came into the program, and at that time, Dad worked for the phone company. Yes. And I love telling the story that, as he loved telling it. He was literally washing out the phone booths. Does everyone remember what a phone booth was?
Yeah, exactly.
He started as a janitor and moved to washing those. Eventually was, I am alive for the county. And a vivid memory of him back then was him coming back with the big truck with the controls. And we were right in front of our apartment, and I jumped up. He said, "What are you doing?" And I said, "Nothing." He goes, "Well, don't touch anything." I said, "I won't." And I pressed the lever, and someone went, bang! And put a giant hole in the street. And he was so mad. I said, all right. That was, I think of him at that time with his 1970 Barracuda with the 446 back.
Oh, yeah.
And boy, did he love that car. And there was nothing better than when he'd say, "Kid, come on, we're going." I'm like, "What? We're going, come on." I'd get in that car with him, and we would drive out to Long Island to East, I don't know how to say it, East Mauritius?
Very good.
East Mauritius.
The New Yorker.
National Speedway was there. And Dad would stay for the weekend. Dad would sleep sitting up in the driver's seat, and the back seat of a Barracuda is about the size of this podium. Yeah. And I'd crunch in and get in there and sleep. It was a different time then. I don't know, he'd say to my mother, "Well, I'm not racing, we're just going to the races." And then he'd hand me this guy, remember the camera? To do the films?
8 millimeters?
8 millimeters. He would run off, and we can show you those movies of him racing, which he wasn't doing. And they always shake really bad. And whenever people see him, they go, "Why is that thing shaking so bad?" And I'm like, "I was alone, I was this tall, and I was hanging off a fucking fence. And all these fucking strangers around me." While Dad's out there racing, "I'll see you in a little while." 6 hours later, I'm like, but those are just such fantastic times. And for the record, he entered, I believe it was 11 races, and he did win every single event. So when I won the high school drags my first year, he was proud as hell. That was the year that I put hockey players on bigger sticks on the side of my car. The next year, I graduated from high school. He said, "Where do you want for graduation?" I said, "Well, I want to go to New York. It's $99 round trip." And he's like, "What do you want to do that?" And I'm like, "Well, drinking age is 18. I'd like to experience that. Yeah. And could you rent me a car?" Because we didn't have a car at the time. So he rented me a car to race in the high school drags. So I got runner-up, and I lost to a girl, and he didn't speak to me for 3 weeks.